worry about me.
Mark, curious to know how much creative freedom you had with the new Bond film.
You know, it was one of my big concerns before I signed on. And I was very hesitant if I should do the movie or not. But then, ultimately, and one of the reasons is that if I would accept to direct Quantum of Solace, that I really have the creative freedom to create the vision I wanted to create. And I must say the producers have been incredible, supportive. There were really none of the conflicts which I sort of thought they might happen. And the producers and the studio really supported my vision from beginning to end. So I feel very, very pleased with that and happy with the outcome of the movie.
Because they had to talk you into doing it in the first place, is that right?
Yes, it was just more about, you know, Casino Royale was so successful, and then the pressure to take on a film like Quantum of Solace, the sort of the sequel to that would be so enormous that I wasn't sure if I wanted to carry that pressure for a year, being on a microscope of the world media to see what I'm doing and looking at it being looked at so intimately, but in a sense. It was, in a sense, making the film actually was a lot of fun and very joyful, and especially because the producers supported my vision, and that was so important for me within that Bond framework to still create a film, sort of the Bond film I always wanted to go and see.
Right. Was there a sense that did you feel you have one shot, take a deep breath, make it count?
Yes, sort of. Yeah. So that was the idea, in a sense. But it's like you're taking a deep breath every day, and you were thinking there were some moments in the pre-production. I'm thinking, what am I doing? Can I really get through that? Why did I accept this job? Because before I was in a place in my career I could have pretty much creative freedom, could do the films I wanted to make, and suddenly, you know, making a Bond film on that scale, and the second one. And the 21 prior to that were all successful. You think, oh, maybe mine fails. Maybe mine will be the one who will not succeed.
Well, it's your first action film. How do you go about, having never directed action before, doing scenes like, well, the opening car chase sequence, for instance, or the Sienna rooftop chase?
It's you know, with action, it's like so much goes down in pre-production. You plan the sequences so well and rehearse it so many times, and everybody knows exactly what to do. So once you shoot them, it's more about execution. It's less, you know, because it's basically everybody knows what to do because you went in the studio in the rehearsal time. Everybody knows exactly what's happening, and you did storyboard and pre-visits. So it's a very a very sort of like smooth, I wouldn't say smooth, but it's more about the execution than anything else. I think it's actually much harder to direct psychological scenes between actors often, because there you are in the moment and you have to figure it out. With action sequences, everything is so much of it is pre-planned.
Okay. There are no gadgets at all in this film.
There are some gadgets, but a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a gadget. I believe, you know, gadgets get, you know, we consolidate all our sort of gadgets into one. It's like the iPhone, for example. So we want to try to put as much in it as possible. I think if Bond would have several different gadgets, it's almost a little bit old school, and it also reminds me a little bit of a superhero. And more into like the comic world. I feel like Bond is so much part of reality now that I felt like gadgets wouldn't be right for this particular Bond.
Get in.
All right.
Careful with this one, Mr. Bond. She won't go to bed with you unless you give her something she really wants.
I think someone wants to kill you.
You two do make a charming couple, though. You're both, what's the expression? Damaged goods.